Hi guys, I'm Janika Hanford with HandfordHacks, and I want to wish all my subscribers out there a happy 2021. Today, I am going to be continuing the conversation around the BRRRR method, but more specifically, we're going to take a look at the B in the BRRRR method, which stands for buying. Now, traditionally, you want to buy properties that are under market value and that you're never investing more than 75% of the property's after repair value. Now, a lot of times you will see that noted as ARV, and ARV just stands for after repair value. This is just a way to ensure you never run out of capital and that you can continue expanding and adding houses into your real estate portfolio. Now, in general, when you look at ARV, I recommend that you have a trusted source such as a experienced agent, a lender, or an investor that can give you a conservative number that they believe the house will appraise for once it's been repaired or renovated to the way that you plan on doing it. And then if you were to take that number and multiply it by 0.75, this is your target. Your goal is to get the rehab and renovation work and the purchase price to add up to your target goal. And the reason why we take a look at 75% is because most lenders are usually only going to do financing for 75% of the value. And so also you want to use this as the rule of thumb because you want to make sure that you're not paying too much for a property and that you are allowing enough cash flow to cover any unexpected surprises or any problems that may arise. Now, with this general rule of thumb in buying properties under market value, that's actually not where my husband and I started in terms of really building out our real estate investment portfolio. We use one of our homes, our first time homes, to really kickstart the whole process for us. Now, we're going to take a closer look and look at the math behind my first property. It's a property located in Pineville, North Carolina. It was a new construction by Ryland Homes, and it was a townhome community with a homeowners association. Now, its location is key because it's in an area that has a shopping mall, tons of retail, and it's very close to the Ballantyne area in Charlotte, North Carolina, which is a very popular, affluent area. So I knew that buying this property, my assumption was that over time that this property was going to increase in value, and it has. So again, when I bought this property, I wasn't expecting that, oh yes, this is going to kickstart my real estate portfolio, or I'm going to get into investment. But ultimately, it ended up doing that for me. But when I walked into buying this property, that wasn't my mindset then. So I bought this property. I did a sales contract in 2005. As I said, it's a new construction. I didn't close until January 2006. And since this was my first time home, I was able to take advantage of the first time homeowners program that had down payment assistance, which meant I only had to put down 1%. Now, as a part of the sales contract, when it comes in terms of financing, your credit score is always pulled and looked at to determine your interest rate for financing. Now, at the time in August 2005, my credit score was 637. Now, that credit score is drastically low in comparison to my credit score today. Now, while I back then was still paying student loans, I still had debt I needed to settle, but it really is about making sure that you're paying your bills on time, trying to pay off any debt that you have, and just really being on time and knowing what's on your credit report. Essentially, I had things that needed to be disputed that I never did. So you always want to stay on top of your credit. Now, if you don't know what your credit is, you can go to creditkarma.com or you can download their app. Or you can also go to annualcreditreport.com. You can get a free annual credit report that includes your credit score from all 3 credit bureaus, which is Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. So credit is so key because the better your credit is, the lower your interest rate is. If your credit score is bad, the higher interest rate you're paying. And trust me, paying interest rate is essentially setting money on fire, because the principal is what you're borrowing and the interest is just adding on to what you really owe. It's just you're paying back that money with interest. So if I'm going to be paying interest, I want to secure the lowest interest rate I possibly can secure. So that is why having a good credit score is really key to having a great interest rate and help with the financing. So with that, we're going to take a look at the math, because I think it's important in understanding, how financing works, taking a look at how this property looks, where it's located at, looking at the area. It really paints the picture of this being the starting point that kicked off our real estate portfolio and getting into investing and using rental income as passive income and having a good cash flow. So, all right. Let's get into it, shall we? All right, we're taking a look at my first property, which is located in Pineville, North Carolina. It is a townhouse along with 1-car garage, and it's an in unit. Here we have the living room, and you can see that it has a ceiling fan, nice neutral colors painted, and has a nice accent wall that is also a neutral color. The kitchen has a double oven, microwave, dishwasher, and I also want to mention that I didn't have these hardwood floors when I got this townhouse built. Since then I've added it. That's the dining room area. Here's a look at the master bedroom, which also has a master walk-in closet that's really nice. This area also has a pool and hot tub available for use with a pool key fob. All right, we're taking a look at my sales contract from purchase of this townhouse. You can see it was $148,844, as well as the gross amount, and the down deposit I put down was $1,500. With this being my first time home, I was able to have a down payment assistance of $4,465.32. So as you can see, here's kind of the breakdown of me purchasing this townhouse, pulled right from the sales contract itself. Well, guys, that's it. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel at HandfordHacks. Thanks for watching. As a reminder, make sure that you click the bell icon beside the word subscribe so that you can stay in the know whenever a new video is released.